Ming tombs. This mausoleum is where several emperors of the Ming dynasty are buried. It was quiet and solemn. However, since it was excavated, a series of weird things keep happening. It's creepy. Archaeologists and historians, so far no reasonable explanation has been given. Where do these mysterious phenomena come from? It is the curse of ancient emperors, or is it an unknown force hidden in the mausoleum? Behind these bizarre events, are there any more untold secrets? Beijing in early 1955. Academia has launched a heated discussion on the archaeology of the Ming tombs. As a central figure in this discussion, Wu Han, then vice mayor of Beijing, and the famous scholar Guangmo Rui. It's a bold plan. Systematic archaeological excavations of the 13 famous forests. A scholar who was famous for his research on Ming history, made an impassioned speech at an academic conference. Ming tombs. It is the largest group of imperial tombs in our country. The historical value contained therein is immeasurable. We have a responsibility to adopt the scientific method, reveal this dusty history, leave a valuable cultural heritage for future generations. One more royal added from the perspective of cultural relics protection. Over time, underground cultural relics face the threat of natural erosion. We have to do something about it to ensure these precious cultural relics will not disappear in the hands of our generation. The appeal of these two academic giants received the attention of the central government. In just a few months, a historian by an archaeologist, geological experts, and cultural relics formed an interdisciplinary team. They were quickly assembled. Team member, including the top experts in China at that time, archaeologist Shen, historian Zhou Gacheng, etc. The formation of the archaeological team is in full swing. Every member is strictly screened. Not only does it require solid professional knowledge, you need to have enough stamina to handle the grueling field work. Captain, experienced archaeologist Zhao Qishang is in charge. He has been involved in several important archaeological excavations. Zhao Qishang is a calm, character, rigorous scholar. He is well aware of the importance and challenge of this mission, often staying up late studying historical documents and archaeological materials. He places particular emphasis on complementarity among members. An all-round team capable of handling various emergencies. In the fall of 1955, the archaeological team began field work. However, they soon met a series of disturbing oddities. The first is the weather anomaly. It rained heavily in Beijing in late autumn. This is in the local climate records. Were extremely rare. Heavy rain continued for nearly 2 months. Makes an already muddy construction site. It becomes more difficult to build. And here's what's even more disturbing. Workers participating in the survey began to get sick for no reason. At first it was just a common cold symptom, but it soon developed a high fever. General weakness. Strange news also came out of the local village. Several villagers suddenly became dazed. Words in my mouth. As if possessed by something. These anomalies soon caused panic in the local area. Some elderly villagers, he began to bring up the ancient legends about the tombs. Think of it as ancestors warning posterity. Do not disturb the peace of the dead. Although the archaeological team tried to reassure the public with scientific explanations. Facing this situation, Zhao Qishang was deeply troubled. As a rational scientist, he refused to believe the mystic claims. But as a scholar in awe of history, he also had to consider, are there really some unknown factors is hindering their work? After intense discussion, the archaeological team shifting the target to the relatively small Dianying. It is also the mausoleum of Zhu Yizhen of Mingshan. This decision seemed helpless at the time. But I didn't expect later archaeological work brought unexpected discoveries. July 16, 1956. This day is destined to go down in history. The team led by Zhao Qishang finally entered the Dianying underground palace. As they walked through the narrow passage to the main burial chamber, the sight in front of them made everyone hold their breath. The interior of the tomb is far grander than imagined. On a dome that is more than 10 meters high, filled with beautiful murals, a scene depicting the heavenly palace wonderland. Thousands of gems are inlaid on the walls. A mysterious light shines in the dim light. However, the most striking, it's a huge sarcophagus in the center of the tomb. This sarcophagus is not so much a coffin, more like a small palace. It is carved from a single piece of white marble. The surface is carved with lifelike dragon and phoenix patterns. While the archaeological team was busy documenting these findings, a young archaeologist, a hidden mechanism was discovered. On the base of a pottery figurine, there is an almost imperceptible groove. When he gently presses this groove, one wall of the tomb suddenly and slowly moved away, revealed a secret passage. The archaeological team immediately organized this secret passage. The passage is not long, about 20 meters thick, and reaches the end. However, what awaited them was an even more astonishing discovery. An underground river made entirely of mercury. The river is about 2 meters wide. It's about half a meter deep. It's full of mercury. There is an island in the middle of the river. A stone tablet stands on the island, and what they found shocked everybody. Mercury was an extremely precious substance in ancient times. To be able to use such a large amount to build an underground river shows the luxury of the Ming royal family. But here's the thing. This discovery confirmed the records of Cixi Huang Mausoleum in the historical records. Mercury as 100 rivers and seas. This means that Ming Emperor probably imitating Cixi Huang's mausoleum design, but the real crisis is yet to come. Just after the archaeological counterpoint, when this amazing accident happens again, a team member checks for mercury while drinking. Accidentally fall into the water. Although he was rescued, but still inhaled a lot of mercury vapor. And it got even worse. As the player falls into the water, the entire water galaxy seems to have been activated, start tumbling violently, releasing a large amount of toxic gas. The archaeological team had to evacuate the secret passage urgently when they returned to the main burial chamber, and it got even worse. The entire tomb began to shake violently. The gems on the wall are falling. The murals on the ceiling are also starting to peel. It seems that the entire underground palace is disintegrating. In this critical moment, Zhao Qishan has shown outstanding leadership skills. He calmly analyzed the situation, made quick decisions. He ordered everyone to evacuate. Emergency protective measures were also initiated. These measures include spray the artifacts inside the tomb with special preservatives, fixing crumbling building structures with braces. At the last moment of evacuation, Zhao Qishan did not forget to take away the mysterious stone tablet. This decision later proved to be extremely wise, because of the words on this stone tablet became an important clue for follow-up research. That's all. The archaeological team ended the expedition in a thrilling manner, although they had to interrupt the excavation work. But what has been discovered, shocking the entire academic community, especially the mysterious stone tablet. His appearance for the study of ancient Chinese history opened up a whole new field. After the Dianying excavation ended in 1956, the impact is far from dissipating. This archaeological operation has not only sparked extensive discussions in the academic community, it caused huge waves in all walks of life, become the 20th century, an important milestone in the history of Chinese archaeology. In academia, new discoveries brought about by the excavation revolutionized people's understanding of the tombs of the Ming Dynasty. The discovery of mercury underground confirmed that the accounts in ancient documents are not fictional. It also triggered a reassessment of the level of ancient engineering technology. Archaeological team in the tomb discovered shock-absorbing structures and color retention techniques. It amazes modern engineers and chemists. Of particular note is the mysterious stone tablet. This discovery instantly caused of great interest to linguists and cryptographers, multiple research teams, and began to decipher the inscription. It didn't go so well. Some scholars have proposed this could be an ancient script that has not yet been discovered, maybe even the legacy of a lost civilization. Although this guess seems a bit bold, but it triggered the archaeological community rethinking China's ancient history. However, Dianying excavation has also caused a lot of controversy. The first is the question of cultural relics protection. Although the archaeological team is in an emergency, protective measures were taken, but there are still many precious cultural damage during evacuation. Some experts believe that when the technical conditions are not mature enough, rashly carry out large-scale excavation. Irresponsible behavior. This controversy ultimately promoted the improvement of China's cultural relics protection. More controversially, there are rumors of a curse. Multiple staff involved in the excavation in the years that followed, one after another. Some suffer from strange diseases. Some encounter accidents. Although this mark may just be a coincidence, but it still sparked a wide discussion. Some people attribute it to the destruction of the trees. Others were skeptical. This could be related to long-term exposure to certain unknown substances. At the political level, Dianying excavation also had a profound impact. This archaeological operation, it was originally regarded a demonstration of the scientific research strength, but the end result is a bit awkward. On the one hand, the archaeological team did make major discoveries. On the other hand, the various difficulties encountered during the excavation also exposed the shortcomings of Chinese archaeological technology. This prompts the government to increase its investment in archaeology and encourage exchanges with the international academic community. On a social level, Dianying excavation has become a cultural phenomenon. Related coverage books and documentaries attracted a lot of public attention, sparking people's interest in history. Many people are starting to revisit the tombs of emperors in China, consider the historical and cultural significance they carry. This kind of public participation, he also worked for later conservation, laid the foundation of the masses. Archaeological excavations of the Ming tombs, especially the exploration of Dianying, it is not just a major historical discovery, it is a cultural dialogue that spans ancient and modern times. It challenges our notions of history. Advancing archaeological technology, advances in cultural heritage conservation policy, it also triggered our reflections on cultural heritage and scientific exploration. This history tells us that in the face of the unknown, it is necessary to maintain scientific rigor. We must also have a reverence for history. So that's it for this issue. If you like our program, welcome to subscribe, like, and thank you for your support.